guys, what's up? How have you been? Hope you've been well. Today I have Chick-Fil-A tenders and nuggets, spicy, deluxe, and some Chick-Fil-A sauce, and a Pepsi Zero. I don't want to spill it, I just opened it. So yeah, let's get into it. Start with one of these tenders. Tell me down below, how's your day been? So today I got to leave work an hour early because all my work was done, and I got approval from the executive director, my manager, so all good. Yeah, this is what I need on a Friday, right? Spicy chicken deluxe. I didn't put cheese on it. I just wanted the spicy fillet. Now I did have fries, but they didn't make it home. For some reason, my Chick-fil-A is pretty far from my house, where I'm from, or where I live, so it's pretty hard. Okay, it's not impossible, but like, come on. The Pepsi Zero. Ooh. Not gonna lie, I kinda went down wrong the first sip. Like a big air bubble just formed, but it was going down, it wasn't coming up. Really good. So yeah, I'm just gonna start yapping about books now. I finished Blood Meridian, and I feel like it has changed a part of my life because of just how much craziness and gore and the ending of that book. Oh my god. I didn't even know what I was reading when I put it down. I just said, wait, this is the end, you know, like. It's kind of crazy. So the book Misery by Stephen King and Blood Meridian feels like polar opposites of horror. And yes, I believe Blood Meridian is a horror book. Because some of the things that are described in that book, I don't believe any human to see that. Just absolutely insane. Absolutely crazed. Like, whatever Cormac was going through, like, I hope he passed, but I hope whatever he was thinking wasn't, like, plaguing him. There's one character that terrifies the hell out of me, but telling about this character would just be more spoilers, so I'm gonna refrain. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, because I feel like if it was expanded longer so that it was more constituent, but then again, Cormac is the type of author who believes less is more, so, you know, it probably wasn't going to be much longer, but the book just felt so fast. And that's the parallels between Misery and that book for me. Misery is it's a 351 page book with 2 people, 1 bed, 1 bedroom, essentially. And Blood Meridian is spanning, the entirety of a certain country, entirety of a, states, the things that happen at these states. It's absolutely insane. Blood Meridian is the definition of we are moving at a breakneck pace, and there's nothing you can do to stop this train. They put a lot of tomato on this. Actually, I'm going to take one of these off. It is kind of crazy. So you guys know that, of course, I started another book. I'm going to give my thoughts on it so far. This is Some Will Decide the Setting Sun. And so far, this book is actually pretty weird. So, once again, spoilers for anybody who did want to read this book. This your part to, chime out. It's okay. Okay, so yeah, this book. So far, this book is about a woman who lives with her mother, and later on, her mother and her brother, and they essentially lost their wealth. They were aristocrats, but somehow, some way, they had to get rid of all their estates and move to a more royal area. And the protagonist is so weird in this book, at least to me, because she was recently married, but then she was divorced, and her child, there were complications at their child's birth, so they're not around. And sorry, had to belch, I guess. But she's in love with this man who got her brother addicted to like drinking, and she doesn't want to be like his wife. She wants to be his mistress, but she doesn't love him, and she wants to have a baby with him. It's just weird. I guess the story makes it sound more coherent. But actually there is a way. So in the book, the woman feels as though she's living her life vicariously through other people who aren't, well. Her mother is not physically well. She gets sick often, and sometimes she believes that she's sick when she may not even be sick, and it might just be just her being older. And her brother is mentally ill. He served in the war. And was stationed in the South Pacific before he came back home, but upon his arrival, he's just been very difficult to deal with. He's very arrogant. He drinks, he does, DRUG all the time. But now he's addicted to drinking through this guy, and the main character had a brief encounter with this guy. I'm gonna call him you because that's the name, that's what his first name, or the title he's given, that's the name, that's his name. He's married, he's older, and he started to make the main character's brother, drink more. But she hung out with him, and he was very odd, but in the interaction, she felt like she kind of liked him because, he, I don't know, was different, I guess. I don't know if this is, I keep saying, I don't know, I'm sorry, but I feel like this book has very shortened views on how I believe women actually feel attraction. It's very odd that someone would go after someone because they're different and they don't believe that. I don't know. It just makes it seem like she's going after a bad guy and justifying it. And not to say that it's not possible. I mean, there have been crazier stories about how women have fell in love with crazy deranged men, but I don't know, it just feels very generalistic the way that the author wrote it. I don't really know if I like it. He has some really hit home pathos that I can relate to when it comes to the character's interaction with her brother, how she's feeling about having to deal with all this, living with two people who aren't well. I can resonate with that, but her just being in love because she doesn't love him, it's just odd. See where my bookmark is. I'm about halfway. I think I could finish it tonight if I want to. But that's the thing, do I want to? Actually, yeah, I want to read something else. This book is currently second in the Osamu Dazai series. I believe No Longer Human is still first. Then this, and then The Fools of Buffoonery. The Fools of Buffoonery, my bad, just feels like it should have been its own, like, chapter in No Longer Human. Sorry if you hear, like, wiping noises. Whenever I record, I have to turn off all my fans in my room. And it is pretty hot in here, so I have to wipe off my forehead. So yeah, I want to show you guys the books I'm looking forward to this month. I actually have a set list. So, I plan to read Project Hail Mary. This book has gotten so many good reviews. It has like a 4.5 on Goodreads. So a lot of people have given us 5 stars. And I read the first little opener and I do like it so far. But it was only like the first couple of paragraphs, so. Got some Pepsi. I don't know why, but every time I drink it, it goes down wrong. But anyway, I got Tamsin's Muirs getting in the 9th. Very interesting premise, especially since the main character is, you know, kind of interesting, but I heard this also had good reviews. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to that as well. In the last one, because I haven't read a mythology fiction yet, The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Once again, really good reviews, heard it's top notch. I mean, it was a book talk classic, so I am looking forward to that as well. And since it is Friday, I did stop by a local bookstore. Well, not local to me, but local to my job. And I got another book, Fool's Assassin by Robin Hobb. It was between this and, I want to believe it was a Brandon Sanderson book, but I already have so many of them and I haven't even started reading one of his books yet, so I decided to give this one a try, because I heard Robin Hobb is really good, but once again, I never got it, so yeah. Alright, guys. Delicious meal as always. Hope you guys enjoyed.